Hypothesis. Boom bam. Hello everyone. だよ。Welcome to Untitled Chapter. Chamomile test. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Ethel. Hello. Us. Hello. Toast. What? We're talking early, starting early today. Hello. So, welcome to the scene. Today we're gonna be discussing. And today's guest is Cookie. Say hi, Cookie.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm Cookie McCookie. Hello. Yes, hello. Yes, hello.
Okay. Usually we start at the same, but this time we shut up. Okay, so, Cookie. Today's topic, hello, before you start, maybe you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Wait, let me do something real quick. Boom. Okay.
Boom.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Cookie McCookie. I'm what do you call it?
VTuber.
Yes, I'm a VTuber, and also I'm a cosmic entity. That has been, existed since the dawn of time, and all of that good stuff. I guess that's why we're gonna talk about some, things that shouldn't be talked about actually, because it's.
Oh no, the taboo. Yeah. Okay, so the taboo things that we're gonna talk about tonight is parallel universes. Bam bam bam.
Oh god, yeah.
Okay,
yes.
Cookie.
Yes.
Do you want me to bring up the PowerPoint?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just
put out the shitty PowerPoint that I created in about like an hour, I think, because I don't really have time.
You have a PowerPoint, guys. Okay. Tell us about present to us the PowerPoint. Click to app subtitle.
Yes, that's yep. Yeah, that is intended. Okay, so you guys know what a parallel, what parallel means, but for I guess to what do you call it, to tell the people that doesn't quite understand what parallel means, I made that slide. So in general, parallel is extending in the same direction, equidistant at all points. Equidistance is just equal in distance. It's just a fancy phrase. And never converging or diverging, so it's always on the same path, having the same direction, course, nature, or tendency, all that good stuff. But here's what fun. We're gonna talk about parallel universe. We're gonna talk about geometry. That's how you pronounce it, right? Geometry. Yes, geometry. So parallel in geometry is lying in the same plane but never meeting, no matter how far extended. I think we have another word for it. I think it's asymptote. Asymptote.
Huh?
No, asymptote is it's a curve. Never mind. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah. A curve can be parallel to what do you call it? Not a plane, I guess. Yeah, a curve can be parallel to a plane, and it's gonna be called an asymptotic curve. All that good stuff. Parallel also mean having common perpendiculars and equidistant from one another. And if you can see the next slide. Boom. Yes, you can see. It's an explanation of the universe. That's if you don't know. I'm going a little bit nerdy here. That's the cosmic microwave background radiation map thingy. Basically just mapped out our entire observable universe. So a universe itself, it's the totality, the everything that is known or supposed objects and phenomena throughout space, the cosmos and macrocosmos. So
Okay.
yeah, it's everything. So I said this is the map of the observable universe. So actually, the universe is way bigger than we thought it is.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go into anything, I turned into a mush.
Much.
I turned into a mush.
Yeah.
This is why we don't talk about universe and all that good stuff. This is what
Suddenly turning
my
into mush. Oh
my
no.
connection to this mortal plane has been weakened, and this is what I've become. Okay,
Okay.
the universe is actually bigger than we could see with, of course, the naked eye. The naked eye can't actually see the universe because all that blackness and all that good stuff. The observable universe is just the universe that the likes, light particle photons. The likes have been traveled to. So the distance is just equals to the age of the universe times the speed of light. Yeah, that's the I guess radius
Like so.
of the universe.
Further than that, the black photon just died.
Photon never died. What do you mean?
Like
It's all it's
and then, okay. Anyway, hold on. Before we go, let's check the chat. Kanji, hello, Rafi, hello, Jia, hello, Jael, hello.
Ethel, Winterhell said missed opportunity to name the stream. I think I downloaded the wrong Doctor Strange.
I think I downloaded the wrong one.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, very young. Okay, next. Parallel universe.
Yeah, so a
what's this?
parallel universe. It's just so we just combine, the definition of parallel and both universe. So a universe is just a totality, everything. So a parallel universe is just a universe that coexists with our own, but under normal circumstances cannot interact with our or any other universes. So
I
that's
hate the
just a
way the
funny
screen
meme
when you
image.
pull down. It's not screen, just the air skipping.
Yeah, funny.
Baby, no.
On large scale, this is not an article in general. It's not. Yep, that's true. But I don't want to get into. Oh fuck! I just remember about all the stuff. Yes, it is true. The travel time is not just that, but for what do you call it? For the easiness of explanation, I guess. Let's just stay with that. Let's just stick with that.
Okay.
So,
Hey, what's the multiverse? Nani? Korea. Requiem da.
Requiem da. Okay, so a multiverse. Multiverse itself is a hypothetical concept of a multiple universes coexisting. That's what I quoted from Stephen Weinberg, theoretical physicist. The hope of finding a rational explanation for the precise values of quark masses and other constants of the standard model that we observe in our Big Bang is doomed, for their values would be accident of the particular part of the multiverse in which we live it. Yeah, that's just a fun quote.
It's nice
Suggesting there's another universe beside our own. Yeah, cool stuff. Oh boy.
I'm Ethel in a parallel universe. Still more run. Okay, now what's up? Okay, next slide here. Actually, hold on. let's go back to the
Okay,
previous
so
slide. Wait, I
maybe some
cannot.
of you are, some of you, some
No,
of
no,
you
no, no.
already, what?
Okay.
Yeah, the yeah, some of you may know this phrase, sentence, many worlds interpretation. If some of you study theoretical physics or just quantum mechanics in general, well, it's, yeah, there's exists this interpretation of how there is you know how in quantum mechanics, we explain stuff there with wave function, with the Schrödinger equation, to be precise.
There's an equation for that cat. What?
Not a cat. No, it's Schrödinger's cat. The cat of Schrödinger. It's the Schrödinger is not the name of the cat at all. That's no. Schrödinger is not the name of the cat. That's not how it works.
But that's the first time I heard of a calculation
Yes.
about it. Like, how do you calculate the cat?
Oh well, we'll get there. We'll get
Oh
there.
no.
So the
Okay.
Schrödinger equation is just should I say compute?
Compute?
I'm gonna say compute. Yeah, it compute. I don't know if it's the right word or not, but it basically computes the Hamiltonian system into like a psi function. You know, the psi, not psi the one on Gangnam Style, but the psi symbol on the basically just it it computes a wave function of stuff, I guess, of particles on a quantum scale.
My brain
Yeah,
is
so-
getting liquid.
Yeah, you're welcome. So everything in quantum mechanics is calculated, or I guess explained in wave function, and all that good stuff. The many worlds interpretation suggests that there is a wave function for the whole universe, like for the whole thing that existed in our plane of existence. There's a wave function for that. So you there, Ethel, you have a
Me.
wave function of your own. Yeah, you have a
What's a wave
special wave
function
function. A wave function is a function of a wave. Apa sih fungsi gelombang?
Okay.
Fungsi dari I don't know how to explain function. Do I need to explain function in mathematics? In math? Wait.
Kaya
Because I
can I
can't.
ask using bahasa? Yes, you can. Etta.
So a function is a set of something that assign something else. That's basically just it is. So maybe your function is a set of a set of t, and it composes a whole Ethel. You know, like 5t equals 1 Ethel. That's a function.
Okay.
The variable is t.
And
Something
what's
like
about
that.
the wave?
Yeah, a wave. Yeah, you know a wave. You know a wave, right? Yeah, a wave.
I'm getting
something
confused.
squiggly. I think I go to this pretty fast. I speak like really fast as well. My bad. But yeah. Do you know what a wave is, Ethel?
I know. What kind of wave are you talking about here? Like sea wave or like
Electromagnetic wave.
electromagnetic wave? And I have my own wave function.
Yes, that's what this interpretation is kind of like saying, I guess. Like there is a wave function on the whole universe, and there isn't a wave function collapse. So what's a collapse? Like a wave function collapse is basically like if a thing already happened, then the other thing that is like the, what do you call it? Okay, I'm just gonna try to get an example. Yeah, if I Well, that's not gonna work. Oh, if I throw a coin, if I throw a coin, I flip it. It lands on heads. Then wave function collapse states that it cannot be tails anymore. You know, because it's already heads. Now the wave function collapse. It doesn't what do you call work anymore. I guess that's how I thingy. And
But this the site says like there's a universe somewhere where it lands on tail.
yeah, that's basically the many worlds interpretation. Because the wave function doesn't collapse. There's no wave function collapse, so there must be a reality where the coin lands on tails. That's basically the whole ordeal is. Yes.
I have a question about this though.
Yeah.
How big of a change does it have to be for there to be another universe? So, for example, let's say I have two. I have a book. You have a book, okay?
Yeah.
And then I drop the book first. There will be another universe where you drop the book first. Is it? And let's say there's someone passing by on a bicycle. Will there be a universe where I drop the book and then someone passing by trip over from their bicycle, and there will be one where I drop the book and that someone doesn't trip?
That's what the many worlds interpretation kind of try to explain. I wouldn't say explain.
Like how big of a change does it have to be? Every single
we'll get
change?
there, Ethel. We'll get
Okay,
there.
then. Next slide.
It's on a slide.
Okay.
Next
Guys,
slide. Let's
welcome.
do a bit of experiment. You know about this experiment, this thought experiment. There's a cat on a box. We can't see it, and there's a nuclear clock. I forgot what atom, but basically the alarm's gonna go off whenever the atom decays, and the chance of decay is gonna be always 50-50 every second. And there's a vial of poison, not potion. Potion heals you. A vial of poison, and if the alarm goes off, the vial kind of shatters and poison goes through the box. And the interesting part is, like, the question is always, does the cat dies, or it lived? That's always the question kind of people pose. But let me walk you through a different kind of a thought. So with the many world interpretation, right? So there's always be a universe like every second, because every second the nuclear clock alarm's gonna go either go off or not, right? It's every second 50-50. So every second there should be I stumbled upon my yeah. So every second there's a chance, 50-50 chance of the cats being alive or not, and then the next seconds another 50-50 chance, right? But the many worlds interpretation kind of just implies that there will always be one universe that the cat will not die. Whatsoever. Yeah, because 50-50 chance every second,
so like successful in all seconds.
Yeah, it's always successful in every single time, and that's what's called quantum immortality. It's kind of like it's just a statement, I guess, like a fun thought experiment, because You can just change this to like maybe someone having a heart attack. They have 50% chance to survive, but of course realistically that's not how it works, right? Because life and death is not 50-50. Yeah, that's just how it is. Also, in this, in the what do you call it? The scrodding or crotch dunger, crotch dunger cat's experiment. Yes, it's kind of people learn about quantum state and the phrase quantum state in that thought experiment because the quantum state of the cat is it's both alive and dead, alive and dead, right?
Oh my god, I'm getting confused.
So a quantum state is basically a state where something can only be described once it's observed, because we don't know if the cat is alive or dead because we can't observe him. It's in a isolated box. So until the box is open, it is on a quantum state. That's basically how we explain how electron works. Because we don't know what will they do before we observe them. It's just it's a funny little thing.
What the hell? Oh my god. Okay, next slide.
How's your brain? Okay, yeah, next slide. Cool.
Experiment. Already a cat, a box, nuclear clock, and a pile of poison.
Yeah. Just go to the other.
Collect, never cough, cat never dies.
Yep.
So it's every kind of the same then with the just small difference.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
just I mean, yeah, it's a funny image that I found on Google. Just go to the next slide.
Oh, I see. One different can it larger discrepancies.
This is what you're asking, right? Just play the video. Can you play the video?
Yeah, I'm playing it.
Yeah, as you can see, like on the first few moments, the pendulums are moving synchronously. I don't know what's the word, but after a while, it changes. Even the smallest changes, like just change the whole movement pattern of the thingamajigger.
So like every single different frame here makes another universe.
I mean, we can interpret it as such, because
how many universes are there? Like the combination is endless.
Yeah, because okay, have you heard about the chaos theory? It is scientific a theory or even a branch of mathematics actually that just talks about pattern and laws of system that are super sensitive on everything. So in chaos theory, there's a thing called the butterfly effect. You've definitely heard of that, right?
Butterfly effect.
Yeah, butterfly effect. Not the butterfly that Koji Wada wrote for Digimon, not that. But butterfly effect basically just says that every small changes, every small thing on a system would lead into bigger and larger discrepancies on the result. As you can see on the pendulum, just a small nudge of air, hitting the pendulum, and the whole pattern is just different. It's kind of how we can interpret and interpret that
Interpret.
word. Yeah, that word. Yes, thank you, Ethel.
Okay.
It's kind of like
Uh-huh.
how we can do that on a parallel universe, right? Because we don't know what small change happened like in the in other universe because we can't even observe it. Like under normal normal no, nor no
Normal.
nor no yes that
Normal
thank you Ethel.
circumstances.
Yes, under normal normal circus, we can't really observe. I mean, we can't interact, let alone observe other universes. If they even exist, because uh, if you can go to the next
Okay.
slide,
Ano.
you know that we can't really
No,
disprove.
not right.
We can't disprove
I can't
the
disprove the
existence of the
existence.
multiverse. Yeah. How do you disprove something that we can't even test on? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, hold on though. Why do we have to disprove it? Doesn't actually the burden of proof, doesn't it actually fall to someone who say there is multiverse? Like they have to prove it
No.
first.
Here's the thing. The easiest thing in science is not to prove something, but to disprove something. Because to prove to prove something, you need to actually disprove makes a disproof statement first, and if that statement is false, then it is automatically proven, right? But you can prove something by disproving the disproof statement. You get what I mean?
I didn't get it.
Okay, so how do I
let's say
how
let's say there's this teapot theory thingy that I heard. Let's say someone says there is a flying China teapot between Earth and Mars somewhere, just floating in space. Let's say I say that. So do I have to prove my claim that there is this teapot, or you have to disprove to me that there is no teapot?
Okay, let me ask you a question then. Is it easier to prove that there is a teapot on space, or to disprove that there isn't?
It would be easier to prove, I guess.
That's no.
No.
Because it's easier to disprove. You just need to observe the night sky on every single like I guess like coordinates on Earth, like not a good coordinates. Obviously, coordinate yang what do I want to say?
Basically, you just have to see the space.
Efficient gitu. Yeah, you just need to observe the sky, and if there's a teapot, it's proven. But if there isn't a teapot, then there isn't, right? That act is trying to disprove that there is a teapot. But if we're trying to prove it, we can if we can't see the teapot, we can maybe say that there is something between the teapot and us, so we can't see it and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's just easier to disprove. But if the disproval can be counter disprove, just flipping a no you card,
then it becomes true. Then the teapot becomes true. I still don't get it though. Why is it that you have to disprove me instead I have to prove the teapot that I claim to be there? Like, why do you have to be the one who work?
I mean,
I can't. There is no teapot.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But if I say
here's
that,
here's the thing. If I want to prove it that there is a teapot, it's easier for me to do the disproving act.
I get it now. I get it. Okay,
So
okay.
if it's actually there, I can say, oh, it's actually there, you know.
Okay, so
But
let-
if I don't really care about the teapot,
Uh-huh.
I don't
you,
really
you
need
just
to
don't have
disprove
you
it.
just don't have
Yeah,
to
I
care.
just don't
You
have
just
to
don't have to
care.
do anything.
Exactly.
Ah. So like
Exactly.
I say there's a teapot, and then you'll be like, no, there isn't, and then the only thing you can do is actually disproving because
Yeah.
you're against it.
Exactly.
Okay. So now if someone say there is multiverse, someone say no, there isn't, and but then they try to go disprove the multiverse, but they cannot.
How do we disprove something that we cannot actually observe?
But does that mean that okay, let's say the teapot again. I say there's a teapot. You want to disprove. Let's say you cannot disprove it. Does that mean the teapot exists? Or it's just an opinion?
Here's the thing. About hypothesis. Hypothesis needed to be either proven or disproven. So if it cannot be disproven nor proven, like we can't really know anything about it. It's not a scientific hypothesis. It's just
it's just a hypothesis at that point.
No, it's
like,
a philosophical thing,
it become
philosophical
philosophical.
notion. Yeah, it became something like a thought experiment. A thought experiment. Oh wait, a thought experiment you can prove something with a thought experiment, but it's just sometimes it's not enough, you know.
Okay.
Because fuck my brain. Yeah, the brain the brain of a human can only achieve so much. Oh god. I've heard the values of the universe of some percent it would not exist if they're changed. Never mind, not nanoscopic amounts. I mean, yes. No.
The values of the universe are precise. They would not exist. How precise is this though? Let's say the value of gravity changed by 0.0000001 percent. Will that change? Will that suddenly make the universe fail to exist?
Well,
it's
going to fucked up some not some a lot of stuff.
It's gonna change. I don't think it will just suddenly, stop existing. It's probably gonna change. Maybe a big stuff will change because of the gravity.
If we're talking about the existence of the universe, where we need to talk about the birth of it, I guess. The most prominent theory in modern physics is the Big Bang theory. Not the show. Not the show. not the show. Actually, the Big Bang theory, where the birth of the universe. There's once upon a time there's a singularity and it explodes violently, and there's gas, and suddenly, boom, everything exists. And so the values of the universe actually just stated. Is that a correct word? Yeah, ditetapkan gitu apa sih? Yeah, it is fixed. Yeah, there we go. It is fixed from that point, from the point of the Big Bang, you know. So the point the Big Bang explodes, the values of the universe already, being fixed, or words.
So it cannot be changed even in another universe.
In other universe, it might be. I mean, the whole Big Bang thing. It's still a theory because we cannot fully prove it, but we can prove the existence of the remnants of it.
It's the best thing that we have right now, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, the remnants, which is the cosmic microwave background radiation, the CMB. Not the CBT, but the CMB.
That can feature humanity went back in time to cause the Big Bang, resulting in a time loop.
So
the top 10 anime plot twist.
I have a question for you then. What happened before that? Like
Hmm?
beyond before that, you know,
Before Big Bang.
before the future humanity went back in time, there should be a past of it. You know,
The time loop has been going on for eternity. It never
yeah,
starts,
for
it never
eternity,
ends.
but
It
it
is religion.
became more of a paradox than
Okay. Anyway, I
a
think we
thing.
should go to the next slide now.
I
What
mean,
is this about really?
you, you can stay on that slide.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can still stay on that slide. That's kind of like a closer. Yeah. So is the multiverse real?
Ah,
Eh, That's that's what I wrote on my slide. But what do you think, Ethel? What do you
um,
think?
I mean, like, as long as there is no proof, like, really proof of it, I think it's so. Well, I can't say that it's real, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if I'm just thinking about it logically, I'm thinking like, just how many universes are there gonna be if every single different movement will create another one, right? And where are all these universes will reside in, right? And all that. It's
Mm-hmm.
the scale is way too big, you know.
Yeah.
How does it even work and all that? Like, with my current knowledge, I don't think it's real.
Okay. So I have a more
Uh,
interesting question now. What do you think about, there's especially in religion, right?
ah,
There's a thing called fate and
uh,
destinies.
hmm.
What do you think that fit? Where do you think that fits on the multiverse?
Fate and destiny. I don't know how that fit because like I don't believe in fate and destinies like that
Ah,
predetermined future and all that.
mm-hmm.
Like I uh I don't think that's how it works because if there is fate and fate destiny, like my future is already predetermined, then why do I even need to do anything? It just come play, like it just happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
uh,
Now here comes the spicy part.
I
So what if, Ethel?
what if?
What if fate and destinies, like predetermined fate,
Mm-hmm.
works like how multiverses are like explained?
What do you mean?
Like uh so
Ah,
if
ah,
I drink
uh,
now, like
yeah.
I wouldn't be thirsty, but if I don't drink now, I'm gonna be thirsty for the next 30 minutes.
Okay,
And
so
it's gonna have like a branch timeline. But what if
uh,
that branch timeline already
it
exists
already
at all?
exists. It's just that
Yeah.
your action makes it
Yeah.
that you choose which timeline that you are
Mm-hmm.
going to.
Yeah.
Ah,
You play D&D, right?
uh,
You have become a dungeon master.
uh,
So you understand how this
uh.
how where this is going.
Yeah. I still don't think it exists. Like, where is this predetermined things coming from? Like, what is it exactly? How does it even works and
It
all
came
that,
from
right?
the universe.
Yeah, it comes from
It
the
came.
universe, but how does it work? Well, how
We
is the
don't know. We
universe
don't
making
know.
all those stuff, right?
Maybe there's
Uh,
a universal wave function that
universe.
you know.
You know what? You know what? There's a
Yeah.
very there's one explanation that would make every single sense of it.
So
Quantum.
there's yeah. If only the whole universe works on quantum level, but no.
Hmm.
But there's also this one funny, I guess,
Hmm.
spicy
Spicy.
one from the many worlds interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
That, like everything has a wave function
Hmm.
on the universe on the many worlds interpretation. So
Hmm.
do you know anything about superposition?
Superposition. I think I heard about it before, but
Yeah,
tell me again.
superposition. Uh, Let me just explain it
It's like
real
normal
quick.
position but super.
No, it's not that. Superposition is basically when two or more wave crosses at a point, like it. Cross apa sih? Bukan nyebrang, apa bertumbukan? Apa sih bertumbukan?
They crash. They
Yeah,
meet.
it crashed into one. Yeah, it meets. There we go. When one wave meets to the other, and here's the fun part about superposition. If the wave function, like the whole stuff, is the same, then it would break. Like, what do you call it? There would be a destructive interference. So the wave would just destroy each other. Let me give you an image on Discord.
Okay.
There it is. It just wiggles. It's just wiggles.
It's a safe.
Yeah, collide.
Show it.
Yeah,
Collide.
there it is. When a wave.
No.
No, your Twitter.
My Twitter. Expose. Oh no.
So yeah, when
expose.
two wave with the same wave function, wavelength, and all that good stuff collides, it can either destruct themselves or basically just making it big, making it double. Yeah. Pardon?
My brain liquid.
You were saying? You were saying?
I was saying, like, isn't it like sound wave? But no, sound wave is it has to be the same.
It
right?
waves.
Sound wave.
Yeah. When a sound wave is, the same. What do you call it? Decibels, the same frequencies. It's gonna be either making them both louder or just cancel each other out, so there will be no sound. So here's the spicy bit. Do you know the thing where people said when your doppelganger or your parallel version of yourself meet with you and you just disintegrate?
What?
This is where it came from.
I never seen any case of that though.
Well,
like there's a lot saying.
Of stuff on on science fiction and stuff. If there's a parallel version of you or another you on another timeline, don't touch him. You're both gonna be gone or some shit like that. It's basically the destructive interference superposition stuff. Because if everything is a wave, then we too can be interfered with ourselves. Wow.
No. I'm a wave, guys. Whoa.
Whoa.
Wave that. Fox images.
If there's a god, it basically you can find Sims 3000. Yeah. What if all of existence is just an alien? What they call science project? An alien kid science project that had a C+.
I had this exact discussion on the last discussion with what's it? Naka. What if you live in a matrix and that matrix is actually like some science project? It's like university students project or something. And we are just science project,
I mean, but the thing about Matrix is it's kind of a parallel universe, right? So under normal circumstances, outside people can interact with it, but because we have a control panel or a computer that connects to it, that we can interact with it, right? Yeah, that's just how it is with parallel universe. It's if I could draw it, our universe and the other, it's just a straight line that can ever meet. But if there's a bridge between those lines, then something's gonna happen. Something interesting.
So now we just have to find out how to make that bridge.
I mean, if you watch Spider-Man No Way Home, it's kind of easy to make a bridge. You just as a wizard to
As a
go to
wizard.
MIT. Yeah, as the wizard, I want to go to MIT.
You just wizard the thing.
Yeah,
Ah,
actually,
that
like
just of life.
the MCU did the multiverse things kind of pretty good. Not gonna lie, they did a pretty good job. Like, they I don't really want to spoil Multiverse of Madness, but yeah, they did the small changes can do a lot of big things kind of thing. Because you expect a parallel universe, like in fiction, it's not really that much different from ours, but yeah, it might not be. If it exists, it might not be. It might be like way different, and what do you call it? I wouldn't say way cooler, but definitely
Like, they're definitely
you.
different, huh?
No, like uh we were saying about how the constants or the values of the universe is like stated or fixed in the Big Bang, right? What if in another universe the Big Bang was slightly different, different? The what do you call it? Like the primordial time, I guess I would just call that, because I forgot about the time when the CMB is being produced. Like that time when the first baryon and all that stuff, there's a specific, like, not a specific amount, but a specific range of temperature that it needs to be in to produce that much matter in a little time. Actually, it's only like 6 minutes or something, like 11. I forgot like the exact time, but the formation of baryons, atoms, protons and neutrons, it's really quick, and the exact amount that it is produced, it needs to have a specific temperature for it. So if the temperature is just slightly dropped, the structure of the universe might be a little bit different. By different, I mean we might not be created from carbon. Like carbon might not exist,
But
hydrogen might not exist. Yeah, it's all that. I mean, hydrogen always exists. It's only like two. There's only one proton and neutron. Why am I saying?
But
Like,
if like every
that's what-
single change make a universe, there will be a lot of universe where it's very similar to ours then.
Yes, there will be. I mean, considering there's gonna be an infinite amount of other universes, but
Oh my
yeah,
god.
there might be a universe where we can't even live in there because the structure of it is just so
Completely
different.
huh?
Yeah.
Maybe even the physics itself is different.
Yeah, exactly. Because if the physical constant changes, the whole law of physics is gonna be different, and we might not be able to survive for like 5 seconds or even a millisecond for it.
I have a question. Is
Yeah.
there any universe where there is no other universe?
What do you mean by that?
Because like
Universe where
let's say the multiverse exists, parallel universe exists, right? So it exists. That means there's a possibility that it doesn't exist, and
Oh, you
that's
want to
another
talk about
impossibility.
multiverses now?
Huh?
A parallel multiverse. That's what you're trying to say.
But yeah, is there such a thing now?
Well, I can't disprove it. So hey.
So
Like,
now
I can't,
we're
like-
going on an even bigger scale.
Yeah, here's
The
the-
multiverse
like,
is
that's the
inside,
thing.
and multiverse is a parallel again to that. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it gonna
There-
keep going.
Like like the comics like
Hmm?
comics kind of explain it like The multiverse is like Marvel. Marvel is its own multiverse. Then there's DC, right? It's its own multiverse. So they are parallel multiverses.
Parallel multiverses.
Yeah,
God damn.
exactly.
Schrodinger's multiverse. Let's
Yeah,
go.
crotch dunger multiverse. Yeah,
Eh,
a lot of.
Can we go to
Yeah.
next slide?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What about
So
this?
what is this about, really?
Huh.
Well, it's just some. This is just some bullshit that I want to talk about. Like, there. The whole concept of multiverse it's so interesting, right? Like, no people would say, oh no, that's bullshit or something. They would be kind of like, at the worst they kind of be like, yeah, you know what I mean?
So
It's-
like, what is the whole thing?
Yeah, it's just the multiverse is basically just an interesting concept that I think should be developed more, like in fiction or even in theoretical science, because if we somehow can actually just prove it somehow, I mean, we don't even understand our own universe yet, like fully. So there's still like a lot of steps that we need to
We're skipping a lot of things here.
yeah, we're skipping a lot of steps, but if we reach that point, that would be really cool. But
But for
you
now-
know,
but
but
for now, we
let's
put this
just
in
put
the
it on
back.
fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
Just-
put this on hold.
yeah.
We still haven't
I mean,
even colonized Moon.
Bruh. We still
Ethel.
can like develop it more on fiction, like science fiction. They did a really great job. Like what do you call it? Dalam usia ini apa sih namanya? Dalam waktu dekat, I don't know. My
In
language
the-
is like in the present. Yeah, there we go.
In the present.
Currently,
In
whatever.
the near future.
I mean, yeah, I hope in the near future that there will be more interesting multiverse, like parallel universes concept. I mean, bro, the manga fucking market is just full of parallel universes shit. Like isekai is the top shit right now, and it's
Oh yeah,
I'm-
there is a
I don't know.
parallel universe.
I don't know if I don't know if it's like cool. I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy for it. But yeah, it is really oversaturated right now. But there isn't a lot of people that developed it. You know, there's not much unique isekai or parallel universe like
Just that.
fiction.
This is parallel universe. That's it.
Yeah, it's just like isekai.
They don't.
Yeah,
they don't.
that's
They
it.
don't really like explore how justice actually works. How does it actually affect the universe and
Yeah,
so on and so on.
yeah. Like
Imagine like
the
isekai manga where the isekai will meet another isekai. Then they'll
that's cool,
fight.
right? Yeah, that's Black Company, isn't
Oh,
it?
Black Company.
Have you read or watched Black Company? Black Company, I think.
Black Company.
called,
Oh no,
like,
I cannot.
The Dungeon of Black Company.
Dungeon of Black
Make
Company.
you Black Company.
Oh yeah, that's on the one. I saw the
Yeah.
anime. It's
Yeah, it's
but
basically
that was
isekai
the
meet
future.
isekai.
Isekai
but-
meet isekai. Huh.
It's kind of the future is kind of a different world of itself. Like I would say, right?
Oh yeah.
Like it's
so
a different timeline technically.
He goes from one isekai to another isekai and then back to the then back to the second isekai.
Yeah, exactly. Like those concept is really good. There's also that one manga where the dude is being called to multiple isekai, and he became a vampire for some reason. But it's really cool. Like it kind of explore the general parallel universe instead of a specific one, which is cool. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next slide.
There isn't a next slide. This is the last
Oh
slide.
no,
Yeah.
we ran out of
And
slides.
there's a quote from Stephen Hawking. So
Uh,
yeah,
Who started this whole multiverse thing?
who started? I believe the one who do the many world interpretation. I forgot who it is. Actually, Copenhagen already did it, but the one who did the many world university, the Everett. Which Everett?
That guy. That
Everett.
guy make us discuss about that.
Everett not Everett Rogers. Everett Many Worlds.
Is there a universe where people never think about multiverse?
Maybe. Maybe
Maybe.
that's but that's just a theory.
Just a theory.
theory.
Ethel theory.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There's just an infinite possibility.
Mhm.
Like in science there isn't a 0% chance. Even so, we went back to quantum mechanics for a second. There's a thing called classically forbidden zone. So what it is basically a zone where there won't be any particles like at all, because that zone, it's a zone on a graph, by the way. Like a graph, there's a graph where the kinetic energy is the total kinetic energy is either less or more than the total potential energy. Wait, not total, maximum actually, because you know how energy, like the total energy is potential, and what do you call it? Ditambahkan apa sih bahasa?
Edit.
Not added.
Huh?
Ditambahkan in English.
Edit.
It's not. It's not a correct terminology.
Huh?
It's actually added. Well, yeah. When it's total energy is kinetic energy plus potential energy. That's easier to said. Yeah, but the maximum amount of kinetic energy is equal to the total energy. But if the potential energy is bigger than the total energy, it's basically impossible, right? But in quantum mechanics, it is not. So
Of course,
it is.
quantum.
That's why it because quantum, exactly, because that's why it is called classically forbidden zone, because in classic mechanic it is forbidden, but in that classically forbidden zone there is a chance to find a particle, even though in classic mechanics there won't be any particles, because there shouldn't be any particles in a where the potential energy is just greater than the total energy, basically. But yeah.
Oh my god.
That
I'm gonna have to go toilet first. Before I end the stream. Maybe you can talk to the chat. My brain already liquid. Hello.
Okay, cool. Bruh. The way time travel works in the Terminator series, they go to the parallel universe in the past. Yeah. Because with how time is, you cannot go back, like, per se. And if we go back to the like predestined thing we talk about, the predestined thing is just basically a parallel universe. So you know, the Terminator series just created a whole new universe where a Terminator is sent back to the past, right? That's just how it works. There's just a lot of stuff that we can actually talk about this. I wanna read some of the chats, because I think there is some interesting stuff that you guys said. Blah blah blah. Can be my same thing is there's no different. Yeah. What the fuck is a quantum railgun? I don't know when I was drunk and I didn't pay attention to what was there. Yeah, exactly. That's science. If there is an endless cycle of Big Bangs, vulnerable can be considered a parallel universe in a sense. One interval? What do you exactly mean by that? One with interval? What do you mean? Like a time where the Big Bang doesn't exist? Can I find probably on the salmon population in Cincinnati? I mean, the salmon population in Cincinnati, I actually don't know. I actually gonna Google that. Salmon population in Cincinnati. Because I've heard like salmon has been declining. Yeah. Oh, no, that's the plan. Yeah, the salmon population has been declining because it's delicious, and the salmon roe is actually good. It's kind of like a caviar or some shit like that. I don't think it's considered a caviar. It's just salmon roe, right? I think there's a parallel universe where salmon is not being consumed as much, and the salmon population in Cincinnati is actually pretty plentiful and all that good stuff. My mom's the universe.
My mom is the universe.
Did you just like burn your own mom? Your mom is so fat she fit into another universe.
Your mama's so big. She needs 2 multiverse to exist.
Yeah, exactly. There might be a parallel universe where salmon consume you.
Oh no, salmon consumes you.
I mean, if do we want to talk about biological niche here? Do you know, like the biological niche is basically like a role in not ecology, well, not biodiversity. What the fuck is it called? Like, it's a role in nature. Let's just say that it's a role in nature. Basically, there should be a guy doing this. Like, some guy should be eating meat. Some guy should be eating greens. Some guy should be just eating the eating shit, like literally to decompose all that good. Yeah. So if there is a universe where salmon actually fill the biological niche of humans, being an apex predator on the planet Earth, then we will be humans will be consumed. Not me, I'm not human.
Humans will be consumed by the salmon because the salmon somehow become the apex predator.
There was a theory that we would end up being called back into singularity. You big bang with your random seeds. What do you mean by that? Actually, in cosmology, it's kind of already been disproven with how the universe is. There is a theory about the Big Crunch, but I don't know. I feel like the universe is just gonna keep expanding until it just dies out instead of there's a big crunch.
So just keep expanding and then until everything grows cold.
Until everything grow. Yeah, exactly. No more energy, no more temperature, everything cold.
Your mom's so big, she went in a big bag.
If you cross them up, you can good for the fishes. True. Or you can draw some what do you call it? Uma musume lewd and
babe.
you got caught by the yakuza and got thrown to the salmon.
Hey, become someone fit.
Yeah, that's how you become salmon feet. Just make the yakuza angry by making Uma Musume lewd. Like it actually exists. It actually
Yeah, I know
became
the
real.
case.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
Like,
I don't know why.
There's this one Musume girl that is owned by the yakuza.
I see.
And then if you make a loot of her, they're gonna come after you because you loot their girl.
Everything and his death. Oh yeah, the thing about the hit death of the universe, it kind of won't happen. Like I said that the universe just gonna expand and die it out, but I don't think kind of won't. Like the universe is kind of like a self-sufficient system, unless like okay, the universe consists of three main things: matter, radiation, and curvature. And with how things going on right now, like how the matter, curvature, and radiation around the universe is right now, it's gonna expand like indefinitely. But if there is a change on those three things, it might crunch. It might. I say it might, or it might just grows even faster. Yeah. And the thing about the heat death, like the heat death theory of the universe, it's kind of like a what do you call it? What do you out of context taken stuff. Like if there's your water, you have a warm water, and it's gonna grow cold, right? It's gonna grow cold. It's gonna be lukewarm. It's not gonna be tasty. But the universe is not like a glass of water, because it is a self-sufficient system. It's a closed system. There isn't any energy went out or in. So energy kind of keep existing in this universe, unless unless some spicy stuff happens.
Anyway, it's already past 1 hour, so now we have to end the discussion. Okay, thank you, Cookie, for the discussion, and thank you everyone for watching. Do you have anything to say before we end, Cookie?
Don't forget to check me out. Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Thing in the title, guys. The mention, the blue thing.
If you guys want some more stupid stuff, I usually just play games, but this kind of discussion just came often. We often also discuss some social stuff. So if you like to discuss a lot of stupid shit, like those the real Isopod hour stuff that you talk about with your butt,
hour.
You can follow me on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. What the fuck am I talking about? Also on Twitter, I upload memes I found on the internet.
Nice.
Follow me for memes.
Okay, guys. So, thank you so much for watching. This has been Chamomile and Cookie. Check the link in the description for FANBOX Patreon merch. You can get special merch if you support me on Patreon. Thank you again for Green Red Name and the whole for supporting me on Patreon. Same team that I'm supporting me on FANBOX. Adis may mas screen back hamdem gubayman bayan chimaja. Justin Dyson mubustres dulu mengglowing namsong atau kukuk. Eliab Dyson Gentamari Dataking Madu. Tim Sasi Badato Echan Sam Satria and everyone supporting me. Thank you so much. And have a nice day. Take care. Asma. Asma. Thanks for the sound. Thanks for watching. See you next time. See you. This video with this multiple buttonless. Ah. Hey, see ya. Asma.